Hi, good morning everyone. So in this session, we're going to see how to create the AngularJS 1.8.3 example first. So in the previous session, we have seen how to set up and then how to get the framework downloaded into browser using CDN path, or how to get this JavaScript library by just saving the downloaded content into your local folder and then referring into your page. So now we'll see how to write a sample kind of application using AngularJS 1.8.3 reference. Okay. So as I said, so to do this, we have to get the CDN access, that is ajax.googleapis.com, because this is the host which is maintaining now Ajax. Let's AngularJS. Now I'm talking about latest one, hence I'm taking 1.8.3. And inside of this, I'm referring a minified file, angular.min.js. This one I'm going to refer, right? So let's go back to my example here and see how I'm going to talk about this. So if you look at this example, this is what the previous example I've just shown you. AngularJS 1.8.3 demo. So now what I mentioned, as I mentioned, so this is where the script we're going to refer inside of this head, and inside of this form tag we have one controller. Now what I'll do is I'll just remove this. So inside of this, first I'll create a model. That means application in the controller, and then I'll bind that into my HTML control. So for this, I'm just keeping script tag here. So Angular, right? It is having keyword as like jQuery, how we are using dollar. With Angular is we can use Angular keyword dot module. This is the method where we are going to use it for creating ng app. This is my app, right? And this is my syntax dot controller. I'm referring controller name here, sample controller. Okay. And here I'm going to write a function which basically takes default argument as scope, right? I think this then, okay. And now here inside of this, I'm going to define some variables, in this case title equal to, okay, I'm just defining this variable, and now sample title dot title. So that means whatever here I define, this is sample title, and for this variable I'm assigning another variable called title AngularJS 1.8.3 demo. Okay, this is my control kind of app, my app. Instead of this, I have a controller named sample controller, and then instead of this, I'm having an object called sample title. Instead of this, I have a variable called title. Okay, let me go back to here. I'll define a div tag, correct? And here I'm going to define h1 tag. And here what I'll do is I'll say welcome to the right uh, kind of world of Angular JS. Okay. So after welcome, I wanted to use the defined variable. That means sample title dot title. Okay. And for this, what we have to do is we need to say app here, first thing, right? So in this case, I'm having a body here, and for body, I'm going to say the body app name, that is ng app, that equal to my app. And after this, I'm going to have ng controller. In this, my controller name is sample controller, right? And then I directly use a variable here. Okay. So let's save this and see like how it is going to render. Okay. So let me save this uh, here in one.html, and I'll go to this path. So where it is basically having it. Okay. Let me browse this and see like how it is rendering. Oops, something has went wrong here. Let me test this. So nothing is coming up, and no problem. No. So let me go back here. I think this we can remove this form tag. It is not required in this case. Let me save this and browse. Still not coming. What else we did a mistake? So ng controller, okay, controller, sample my app, and this is my script file. src and this is my controller. And under this Angular module, this model and controller sample close hello to colon, and this is semicolon, and this is fine. Okay, so we have to, open this in Visual Studio Coder and then see like how it is going to render. This is what our file is. And I think we have open with the live server, which can directly open this. Oops, still not coming out. Why so? Let me open again. Let me see what is happening it. And HTML. Is that having problem? 300, and this is fine. And AngularJS is downloaded fine, 1.8.3, and this is my HTML. So instead of this HTML, it is dynamically added this stuff. That's okay. But what is the problem in it? Div, and this is div, and this is script, and this is something which is rendering, and this is fine. But what is the problem? Let me say this. Okay, we should add the doc type, HTML. Now just browse this. Oops, still not coming out. Oh, what else we did? HTML head tag, and within that we have mentioned, oh, something we mess up. Oh my god, SRC. This is the attribute I mentioned, right? Okay, there it is. Yeah. So now you can see this is dynamically coming out here. If you want, you can do this and you can keep this way. Okay, let me modify this. So whatever content you are giving it here the variable AngularJS 1.8.3 demo, and along with ng app and ng controller, save it. Now I can see this is dynamically coming out. So basically, I'm just extending my HTML tag. This is my HTML tags, right? I'm just extending this using AngularJS. So whatever content I'm assigning it to variable here, that is dynamically using it by just referring. I think we can use form tag. We removed it. Let me try this. Yeah, it is working. The only thing is for the body, you need to specify app name and then your controller, your div tag. You need to specify the controller and then use the variable inside of your controller. Okay, this is how it is going to render and start working. But mention this doc type, but it is okay. Earlier also it would work because we missed something here. So I just mentioned this way. I think this is not taking out, but it should have taken it, right? I'm not sure. I think. Okay. Now this is something how it is working with AngularJS, and you guys can try this. And just define your reference here with CDN file path, and then you can write your model name, and inside of that you will just write the controller, and inside of controller you define the object sample title, and in this we can assign. So this way you can assign n number of variables here. A description equal to, right, uh, like, or you can say this is version, I can say 1.8.3, close it, and I'll just remove this, and here I'll use, right, sample title dot version, and go back here and see it is going to render. This is a version, you can change this to, and then you can see it is automatically reflecting. Okay, so that way you can use dynamic content via the different variables, and then dynamically bind this using ng controller and ng app. So we'll talk about ng bind in the coming sessions, but here in this session, just look at only ng app, the app name, and ng controller, the controller name. Okay, and directly using this scope variable using the object as like object dot a variable. Okay, so thanks for listening this video, and please subscribe this channel for more videos. Thank you.